Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody tonight? Thank you all for coming. Have a lot of people here already. I see Bountiful Sea Turtle, Io, Vicky Lish, Kitty Cat, Jada J, Shannon Reed. We have a full house. How awesome is that? Alright. Looks like we are ready to get started. Today, instead of a daily card, I use Dr. Mystical Steampunk Dice. They're pretty awesome. I'm still working with them, trying to get used to them. The dice we got today were the pirate, the butterfly, and the candle. I'm gonna read from my phone what I wrote about that. It looks like today we may uncover some deception. Someone who has been deceiving you. The pirate shows this. The candle illuminates the situation, allowing you to see what's going on from every aspect, and brings you the knowledge about what to do. The butterfly means change. I see you seeing this person's true colors and eliminating them from your life, bringing you peace. So hopefully, if that was your day today, hi, my kitty comes every time to come say hi to you. If that was your day today, I hope. This one's Jinxie. She says hi. I hope you had a wonderful day anyways, even with the deception. It's better to know than to not know. So tonight is Share a Spell Saturday. I'm excited about this one. I believe it was Wednesday, I asked you all what kind of spell you'd like to see, and a lot of you said love, a lot of you said attraction. So what I did was I wrote sort of a love, self-love ritual, because I won't do anything love-wise that is going to go against anybody's free will. So it's a self-love ritual that I wrote, and I also have an attraction spell that we can combine with it. Now, I write all of my own spells. I always have, even right from the start. I'd read them in books and feel like they weren't quite right. So, here is sort of an incense I put together for love. This is an herb mix that I put together. It's mainly cinnamon, dill, lavender, a few other things. I got out some crystals. Now, this is strawberry quartz. I use these in my self-love candles. A small piece of regular quartz, a piece of citrine, and I've also got this really big piece of rose quartz we're going to use tonight. I also have this little red bag that I sewed a charm onto so that it's an infinity symbol with love on it, and a small piece of the brown paper that we were using the other night. Alright. Kitty Cat, it looks like Streamlabs does not like you using all caps, but I appreciate your comments, so. Alright, so self-love is really important. It's really important to love yourself before you can try to have anybody else in your life. In order, it's just the only way you're gonna find the right person. The lack of self-love, and just it's going to make you feel pretty miserable. The lack of actual love from another person is going to make you also feel miserable, but those feelings, they're going to affect your spells. The loneliness, the sadness, it'll be amplified if you try to do a spell for love. So the first thing we want to do is work on self-love. It's really important to love yourself, to know that you deserve love. So number 2 is believe you deserve the love. Don't worry or stress because worry and stress blocks the magic. Number 3 I want you to do is let go of any blocks that you have now. You, they may be conscious or subconscious blocks, but everybody has a block to love, even people who are extremely happy in their relationships. So tonight, this is actually going to be a spell I do for me and my love, because even though we love each other a whole lot, it's always nice to reignite some passion or bring some more love into our lives. Um, so the first thing I want you to do is you can either, I'm not sure where you live, but here I can go right outside even in the middle of the winter, light a bonfire and just sit there and chill and stare at the stars and have an amazing night. I love doing that. You can have a bonfire. I like fire to get rid of hurt and pain. You can also use water. Running water works really well. Writing all of your feelings down on a piece of paper and letting it go in a river is a really good way to cleanse yourself, to get rid of emotions that you don't want anymore. But I like the fire idea. So if you can't have a bonfire, go ahead and if you have a cauldron, a small cauldron, you can light a small fire in there, or you can even just use a candle. So it needs to be a candle in glass or metal, something where you can actually feel the heat. I need you to be able to feel the heat from the bonfire, or feel the heat from the cauldron or candle. I don't want you to actually burn yourself. Now, after my strokes, I don't feel my hands. I don't feel my hands or my feet. I can walk outside in the middle of winter and not hurt my feet. But I need you just to feel the heat. So sort of put your hands around the candle where you can still feel the heat. And I want you to imagine that heat coming through your hands and it sort of surrounding your entire body. Just fills your entire body. Imagine the heat taking away all of the pain and the hurt that you've ever experienced. You can even speak to the candle and ask it to take certain aspects of negative relationships out of your life, or exact sentences somebody's ever told you that hurt you. Just really spill out all of the negative you've ever had in your heart regarding love. Imagine this heat and this light from this candle or the bonfire or the cauldron surrounding you and filling you, and imagine it taking all of that hurt and the pain away from you. Allow it to cleanse is what I wrote. Allow that feeling to radiate through your body and allow it to cleanse all of the old relationship bullshit. Think of everything you need to release. This is really about releasing so that you can heal. Imagine it leaving your heart, traveling through your hands into the fire, and it being destroyed. You need to feel and destroy all of the past hurt in order to heal and let go completely. Once you feel like you have gotten past that, it may take just one time, it may take 100 times. Once you really truly feel that all of the pain and resentment and everything that's ever gone wrong regarding relationships in your life, all of the negative thoughts and feelings you have towards relationships or even towards yourself regarding love, make sure it's all gone before you do a self-love spell. Now, the self-love ritual that I have for you after you've completed the cleansing part of it, I want you to take either a red candle or a pink candle. Red is normally for passion. They use it a lot in sex magic. I don't do a lot of that. Pink is for love. You can use either one. They can both be for love. Now, I don't know how much you know about candle magic. Candle magic is one of my favorite things to do because it's short and sweet. Like the bay leaf from our Manifestation Monday. Bay leaf spells, you write what you want or want to release on a bay leaf and you burn it and poof. It's just, it's the easiest spell you could ever do. But these candles, I need you to anoint them with oil, and it doesn't matter what kind of oil. You can use olive oil from your kitchen, vegetable oil, anything. You just for anything you want to come into your life, you start at the top and you bring it towards yourself. You always bring things towards yourself if you want it to come in. If it was like a protection spell or a release, some sort of releasing spell, you would take the oil and spread it away from you so that you're not bringing anything to you. In this spell tonight, I would suggest a love oil, or this is road opener oil. I normally, hi Rudy, I normally do all of my own oils. This was given to me and I thought it was perfect for a love spell, because a road opener, it opens the way. It opens the way to love to find you. It opens the way for the attraction to work. So a road opener oil or a love oil would really work well for this. Now, on the parchment here, for the I have first in here rosebuds and petals, jasmine, lavender, the little red bag. Now, it doesn't have to be a red bag. It could be a red piece of fabric. Anything you can use to enclose these items. Now, you can either use this to burn, or I'm going to add them to this bag. Everything is going to go into the bag, including the parchment. This spell can work two ways. You can either burn everything in a cauldron and you won't need the bag, or you can put everything into the bag. It's called a mojo bag, and you will keep this on you to keep the love, with the self-love and the attraction power on you at all times. Now, the only thing I don't have here, which I meant to grab, is hair was what I was going to use. You can add a personal effect. It doesn't have to be hair, and you don't even have to do this. When I do magic, I take a lot from many different aspects. Like adding hair would be for sure more of a hoodoo aspect of a spell. I have a lock of hair of mine and Jeff's, and we are I have it braided together, and I was going to add that to the here. So this is the herb blend that I would use. Once you put the oil on this candle, you can even just use cinnamon. Cinnamon's great for love, and go ahead and roll it in cinnamon so that it covers the whole candle. I'm reading. Thank you for stopping, Wolf. Good night to you and Tosh, and I'll see you tomorrow as long as I can make it into Night Reader's stream. So what we're going to do here is take the rosebuds, the jasmine, the lavender. We're going to put them all in this bag. And like I said, it can be a piece of red cloth as well. Red just works best. Pink would work as well, but red would work best in this situation. So then we would also put in the crystals. And then we would take this parchment and write down, if you're single, you would write down all the qualities of the person you want. You would write down every single little aspect. I do not recommend writing a name or anything else. Just write down everything you want, everything you think will make you happy. Be extremely specific. It doesn't have to be a tiny little piece of paper either. If you remember from Monday, anything you want to attract, you fold towards yourself. Anything you want to put away is folding away from yourself. So if you're going to fold this paper, fold it towards yourself. If you're going to roll it up and leave it like a little scroll, roll it towards yourself. And we were also going to put that in the little bag. So the crystals, the flowers, the little scroll, put it all in the little bag. And then you take the bag and you'd put it in front of the candle that's burning. You let the candle burn all the way down. Don't actually let the wax get on the bag or the fire get on the bag. But after you've dressed the candle with the herbs and the oil, you burn it. That's releasing the spell. Burning the candle releases the spell to the universe. So that would be the attraction part of the spell. So this self-love part of the spell was to go ahead and release everything that is blocking you, release all of the blockages. You can even do a mojo bag like this specifically for yourself, to put yourself in the bag. You can also just do a spell candle without the bag. You can anoint it with oil and the herbs. You don't even have to. You can simply sit here with the candle, ask it for everything you need, ask the universe for what it is you need, burn the candle all the way down, and it releases it to the universe. Ask the candle to help you love yourself more, to bring in, you know, self-love, and then you can go ahead and do the attraction mojo bag with the red bag. So I hope that helps. I hope it wasn't too complicated. Are there any questions before we move on? I'll go ahead and get this stuff put away so that you guys can ask questions if you have any. Well, I was gonna say you can also do nice things for yourself. That's a huge part of any spell, is you need to feed it. So do nice things like, I don't know if you can see them. Buy yourself nice fresh roses. Okay, hi Haley. Yeah, a jar would work. There are jar spells. Like I said, you can also just use this piece of fabric if you don't have a piece of fabric. Yeah, for sure, a glass jar would work. I actually have glass jars all around my house, different little shaker jars, like a money shaker jar that my kids like to go up and shake all the time because they think it's fun. You can for sure use a jar with all of those ingredients. Yeah, you don't have to use the bag. I just like the bag because it's easier to carry on myself. It's easier to tuck in like the little coin pocket in your jeans, or tuck in your bra, or whatever you would like. Hello, Rising Queen. Thank you for coming. Are there any other questions? I'm gonna get a drink. I'm still have that sore throat from my horrible GERD. Hello, Selma. Thank you for coming. You sure can, Selma. I'm glad you asked. If you continue to, you're welcome. If you continue to have questions, any of you who just saw my demonstration about the love spell. Okay, kitty cat. Make sure you floss too. Go ahead and leave the questions. I'll answer them while I'm doing readings. It's not an issue. Now I do have, I'm not sure how many of you noticed this here. I was going to ask you all about this. I am going to start a tarot class. It's something I really enjoy doing. I normally teach in person, but since I can't do that right now, I sort of feel like this would be a great way to fill the time during quarantine, is to do this. Bountiful Sea Turtle, you can keep it forever. You can keep it until you feel like it's done its job. Like I said, carry it on you. If you feel like it doesn't have enough power, go ahead and add a few more crystals or add some more flowers to it. But this class I want to do is going to be through Google Classrooms. So I think it's a good opportunity for everybody to learn tarot. To also, I really see a lot of tarot readers on YouTube. who don't use their Sure, Haley. Who don't use their intuition. They just spit out a book meaning and then their readings just don't even make any sense. Um Most of the time they're not even answering the question. Sorry, I had a car fly out. Most of the time they're not even answering the question that the uh client first asked. So I want to go ahead and teach how it is that you would go about connecting your intuition to your deck of cards. I also want to help you be able to develop your psychic abilities. So I think this is a really great, okay, Vicky, I think this is a really great opportunity for everyone, including myself, to work together. Okay, Selma, this is your reading right here. I just wanted to have everybody's, yep, the list is open. All right, we will go ahead and do readings at random. So back to the class, I think it's a really good opportunity for everybody. I feel like when classes happen, it's good for everybody in the class, because when you're meeting, especially in like in person, I'm not sure yet, Haley, what it would cost. It wouldn't be all that much. It depends on if there's any fees associated with like using Google Classroom or whatever service I do end up going with. When you have a class and you're learning together, it helps a lot because you have other people's interpretations. You all go through the cards and you all interpret the cards, and you get a new viewpoint, or you see a new way to see the card, and it's really a great way to learn tarot, in my experience. So I just wanted to see if there was any interest in that. And I'll hi Night Reader, thank you for coming. So if there is interest in that, definitely leave a comment. I'll let you know. I'll let you know in the next few shows more about it. Sorry, I'm reading comments. Welcome back to the internet, Night Reader. It was pretty shoddy, my last show. It was not great. But so back to Selma. This is your reading. This is just a general reading. I feel like you have had some turmoil in your life with the Five of Swords here. But with the Nine of Pentacles and the Sun card, it looks like these things are definitely turning around. The Nine of Pentacles really shows here, if you look at her, she's living in luxury at her garden gate. She's got this beautiful, majestic hawk that she has attached to her arm. She knows what it is that she wants in life, and she has gone after it. She no longer feels the strife of the five, and it has brought her an incredible amount of happiness. So if you've been going through anything at all, Selma, you are for sure going to be able to live like this lady here. You're going to know how to change things in your life. You're not going to have to struggle much longer. There's going to be a lot of happiness coming into your life. Right, all of you Night Reader fans, if any of you are not subscribed to Night Reader, he reads tarot every night at 6 p.m. Eastern on his channel. Go over and subscribe to him. I know many of you are subscribed to him. So that was for Selma. And Haley Nicole was next with the general reading. So let's go ahead and do Haley's. General reading for Haley Nicole. Well, we're starting out with the Four of Wands, moving into the King of Swords, and the Three of Swords. It looks like here I don't feel like this is future heartbreak. I feel like this is a situation resolving itself, possibly around an air sign. It could have been a recent breakup that you're finally getting over. It felt like you were really happy, but this King of Swords really put you through the ringer. It could even be a situation. It feels more like a situation to me. Temperance. But the loss of it, whatever it was, whatever you've gone through, it has brought a lot of balance to your life, a lot of understanding. And I see the situation definitely is resolving with the Knight of Pentacles here. It's been a slow process, but it's been a good process to go ahead and get through it. I see, for sure moving past it. And if it was a breakup, I see somebody new coming into your life with the Emperor here. Somebody higher standing, classier. So whoever it is that broke your heart, you've got somebody better coming into your life. All right, so that was for Haley, who was said that they were next. Vicky, let's go ahead and get you a general reading. All right, so you get the Empress. The Eight of Wands. This looks pretty successful to me. And the King of Swords has peered out again. I feel like this is you definitely charging ahead towards success. The Eight of Wands has a lot of action and movement in this card. This is an old time sort of firing cannon that's shooting all these spears off towards the enemy, so it's charging ahead. The action is definitely quick. You are feeling a lot like this Empress here. The King of Swords is an air sign, like we just said. If this is somebody coming into your life, they're coming in real fast. Hot and heavy is the words that I'm getting here. If it is a relationship, it's going to be a good one. It's going to relieve a lot of stress in your life. We have the High Priestess here, so you need to use your intuition in this situation. It kind of feels like you're going to feel like it's too good to be true and you don't want to trust it. Yeah, we have a lot of anxiety behind it, so you are feeling like you can't trust what's happening, but it feels to me like you need to. We have the Three of Wands. So you are definitely getting something in your life. There's something coming into your life, and it's going to make you feel anxious. It's going to make you feel like you shouldn't be happy, like we were just talking about. It feels like you don't think you deserve the happiness that it's going to bring you, but it's going to bring you a lot of happiness, and I think you need to understand what it is when it comes, because they're saying you're not going to understand what it is when it comes because you are blocked by that anxiety. So I also get the King of Wands. So he may be a fire sign or an air sign. It could also be that he's a very intellectual, passionate person is what they're saying with the two of them there. I hope that helps you, Vicky. All right. Okay, that's awesome that you would love to join Rising Queen. You just finished the Steampunk Tarot book before the show started. Awesome, Ohio. I use the Steampunk deck quite often. It's one of my favorite decks. I have a lot to choose from, and I seem to always use this one. You'd be super interested in the class as well. Awesome, Haley. What's going on with your partner? What should I do about it? All right, Bountiful Sea Turtle. Let's see what's going on with your partner. I feel like I should change over to my Beautiful Creatures deck. This one brings a lot of insight into love type readings. The tarot class would be cool. Awesome, Night Reader. I appreciate if everybody could join, like I said, I don't think it'll be much, and I really feel like it's a great experience being able to do things together because you get so many other viewpoints on the cards. All right, bountiful sea turtle. It feels to me that your partner's feeling weak and they're looking for you to support them. They have a lot of desire in their life that maybe they're afraid to share with you. I have the moon there. So yeah, it seems like they're afraid to share this new desire that they have in their life. Maybe they have something that they're super passionate about that they just discovered. There's the magician there. It looks like, yeah, maybe it's a new skill that they discovered that they have or that they would really like to do, but they're afraid to bring it up to you. Just show them that you're there for them. Show them that they don't need to be scared, that they don't need to feel like they don't have the strength to come to you with this. They're your partner. You should be able to share everything together. They should be able to talk to you about anything. They do have some sort of new idea, new something in their life that they are afraid to bring to you. The moon shows that they are just, they feel a little bit trapped and scared. And they need you to show them that you're strong and you're there for them, and whatever it is, the two of you can get through. Whatever it is, you will be supportive of them. I really feel like that's what it is. They're afraid of what you're going to think. They're afraid you're not going to support them in this endeavor. So just show them that you are there for them. You're always going to be there for them, and you're always going to support them, and I think that'll help. All right, Lexi Ray, thank you for coming back. I'm so glad to see you. What is Andrew thinking when it comes to our relationship right now? Will he move forward soon? All right, Lexi Ray, what is Andrew thinking? The hanging one, which is the hangman. I really love that hangman. It's beautiful. One of the new decks that I hope to be getting in a couple days is another Lucy Cavendish deck. I really love her work. She's got so many amazing decks. The Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands right there answers your question of whether or not he's going to go ahead and move forward with you soon. The Eight of Wands is all about moving forward. And the Seven of Swords. So it feels like he... It feels like he is either moving forward or unfortunately moving on with the Seven of Swords and the Eight of Wands combination. He is trying to see things from all perspectives with the Hangman. The Seven of Swords, the card says treachery, and we did get the Pirate with Dr. Mystical's dice, so today was really about all of the treachery and deceit, which is also what the Seven of Swords is about. With the Seven of Swords and the Eight of Wands together, I really do feel like he's trying to weigh all of his options. He's trying to see if the relationship brings him enough happiness to move forward with you instead of moving on. So my advice to you is show him that he should move forward and not move on. Let's get you one more card to see if we can clarify. And we have the Hierophant. So I think the Hierophant's here to show you that you do need to go ahead and show him that he is the king, that you are his perfect queen, that he doesn't really need to weigh his options the way he thinks he does. Show him that he is the one for you and the only one for you. Show him that he makes you happy. And show him how much you love and care, and I think that'll help him with this indecisive feeling as to whether to move on or move forward. I hope that helps, Lexi. Alright. Ridhai, I hope I say your name right. I'm not sure. I had a very nice boss one time, and his name was Kaushik, and it took me a very long time to say his name properly. I was always unsure of myself, so I do hope I am saying your name correctly. Will you ever make your debut in Bollywood industry after how many years? And after how many years? Alright, so you'd like to know if you are going to make a debut in Bollywood. And then after how many years? I feel like this is a good question for just a regular card deck. We're going to go back to my alchemy cards because I love these cards. And I'm not sure if you were here the other night, but our odd cards are a yes and our even cards are a no. And hopefully they'll get you a number here for how many years as well. So we have an odd card, and it's the 5 of diamonds. So I believe within the next 5 years, you will go ahead and make a debut in the Bollywood industry. It sort of feels like it's not going to be how you expect it. It's going to be very unexpected, and you're not going to be sure about it once you do break into the industry. All right. Right, Vicky, I just saw your comment. I don't know how I missed it before. I've been super psychic but didn't develop it when I was young. So I'm stuck now and don't know how to or where to improve. Yeah. It takes a lot. It took me a lot to understand what was going on at first. And then once I understood it, it made it a whole lot better. The class I want to do would definitely be a benefit to you. It shows you how to open up that psychic side. Not everything I do would help, but I know in the past when I've helped other people, it's always been a huge success. Alright, so Fishy North is asking to be on the list, and I know there's John and Aquarius really want to divorce me. Alright, so let's get another steampunk deck. And then Rising Queen, will do your general next. Alright, Fishy North. We get the Empress, which is not a very divorce type card. But I'm assuming since you're asking if they really want to divorce you, that they've already said that they would like a divorce. And then we get the Devil. And then the Queen of Cups. It feels like John's in the middle with the Devil card here. He is in the middle of his Queen and his Empress, and I have a feeling like you are his Empress because you were married to him, and I feel like there is somebody else that is his Queen here, the Queen of Cups. With the Devil, does show that he may have somebody else, and that's why he is asking for a divorce. Let me see. The Empress is also an odd number. It's the 3rd card in the Major Arcana. Well, it's technically the 4th card, but it's card number 3. So I feel like he really does want a divorce, and I know that's really, really hard to hear. Divorce is hard. We have the Two of Coins, so there's a lot of juggling in this situation, material things being juggled around. So it looks like he does in fact want this divorce. And there's the Emperor. Yeah, we have the Emperor and the Empress, which is the power couple. But with this Queen of Cups here, I do see it as he may have somebody else in his life, and that's why he's asking you for a divorce. I see a lot of juggling of the resources, trying to figure out what goes with who. It really feels like you need to just make a clean break from this situation, because it's not going to be good for you. It's not good for your health. And then we also have the Two of Swords, which is, you know, indecision, and it feels like a lot of indecision on your part, not because you feel very blindsided about the entire situation. Sorry, I feel an incredible amount of pain right now for you. And I'm sorry I don't have better news, but it does look like he does want to divorce you. And it's going to be a long divorce, because there's so much indecision and juggling of the resources that you may just eventually decide that you're going to cut free and not deal with it anymore. Sorry I couldn't give you a better reading, but I always say that no matter what, I don't sugarcoat anything. I don't make my readings all frou-frou and funny and lovey and dovey, and it's just not gonna be that way with me. I know a lot of readers do that, but I don't. I'm glad that resonates with you, Haley. You're more than a rookie night reader. You're pretty good at reading the cards, and you're getting better every day at trusting your intuition, which at the beginning of the show is what we said. All right. You're welcome, Vicky. I'm glad it resonated. Lexi Ray retracted her message. I answered that one already. All right, so it was Rising Queen next. You wanted just a general reading. Let me get these. Other decks out of the way. Rising Queen general reading. All right, we've got the Moon. Looks like you've got some inner work to be doing here. The Nine of Pentacles. And the Queen of Swords. It looks like with the Queen of Swords, you're trying to figure something out. There's something, glass, work, paper, new idea, some sort of new idea, new something that you're trying to work out, and you haven't quite yet been able to put your finger on it. There's a lot of shadow. There's a lot that's unknown with the Moon card here. The Nine of Pentacles shows that you will figure it out. There is a light at the end of the tunnel, is what I'm hearing. That's what this Moon card looks like to me, that light at the end of the tunnel, where it's illuminating the lobster in the card. Something is going to come to light in whatever it is that you're struggling with. and it's gonna allow you to have this Nine of Pentacles, living in luxury, sort of feeling. I hope that helps, Rising Queen. Sorry, I'm just reading through. What about the outcome of Cameron and I? Let's ask if you two will stay together. Let's just ask for a yes or no answer. Like I said, he feels there's a lot of indecision. He doesn't feel adequate. Maybe he doesn't feel like he's enough. The Three of Hearts just came out, which would be the celebration card. So I think that yes, the two of you will stay together, but you need to show him that he's worth it, that he doesn't need to have all this indecision about the relationship. All right, Vicky, I'm not sure what you would like help with, but go ahead and leave a message, or you can go to my website, mysticcats.com. You can enter there's a contact form on there if you want to be more specific that way. I'll get the message that way. All right, Captain Skulls, welcome back. Will I be able to start doing jumping and sprints again? I hurt my foot, don't know what it is, but I've been resting for 4 weeks. All right. So, it feels like to me you were not practicing the way I told you to practice, and that's how you hurt yourself. You need to go ahead and take things easy and slow down, like I said before. So you start next week. All right, so yes, you will be getting better soon. You will be able to go ahead and do jumping and sprints again. You just need to continue to rest your foot and ease back into it. And then let's go ahead and get you a reading. The High Priestess, the Knight of Wands, and the Two of Pentacles. I see you need to trust your gut in this situation. You feel very torn between two aspects of your life right now. You're juggling work and job and school work and sports. You're juggling everything, and you want to be able to be like the Knight of Wands. You want to be cool and calm and collected and fiery and passionate all at the same time. You want to be able to get everything done, but I need you to trust your gut in this situation. I need you to slow down, like I said at the beginning. That way you're not juggling all these things. I feel like if you continue to juggle everything, something's gonna break your heart. There's something there. You're just taking on too much. And I think if you slow down and get rid of some of the distractions and some of the extras that you think are necessary in your life, you will have the new beginning that you're asking about. You will be able to go ahead and start doing things again. You just need to take it easy and stop trying to do so much. All right. Oh, okay, Lexi. That was Andrew. This is Cam. Sorry, I get confused really easily. Okay, so so are you sort of seeing them both? Go ahead and answer that, and then if it's sort of like a who's better than, we'll do a reading with like a comparative reading between Andrew and Cam. You're welcome, Captain Skulls. Shannon Reed, will I be able to finally pick back up and finish a very close personal project this year? It's been a bit of a tumultuous timeline, 4+ years, but it's very near and dear to my heart. It feels like you... I see writing. You're writing something, it feels like. You're okay. Andrew kinda. Cam is my ex. Okay, so Cam is your ex and Andrew is somebody coming into your life. Hello, Butterfly. Welcome to the show. Alright, Shannon, let's get you some cards. It really does feel like you're writing. I feel writing. I'm not sure if you're writing a book or writing a business plans. I just see a lot of writing. We have the Eight of Cups. Yeah, I do Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, Bountiful Sea Turtle, all at 10 p.m. Eastern. Okay, so that explains the rushed writing feeling. I don't know how else to explain it, but I see a lot of writing. So with the Seven of Pentacles, you have definitely planted the seeds on this project. It's a project that, with the Eight of Cups, you felt very, very indecisive. You felt like walking away so many times, but the King of Swords tells you, the King of Swords is the intellectual king. He's even holding a book and he's standing in the library. The King of Swords is telling you, don't give up before the end. You're almost there. You can do this. Let me see. Yeah, the Eight of Pentacles shows how much work you have put into this. And the High Priestess shows you that you already know that you're going to get this done and it's going to be great. You're going to score very high on this thesis. I'm not sure how that works. I was only in college for a little bit. And the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is the business. He's sort of the leader in business. So I think... Thank you, Night Reader. I think for sure you're gonna sort of feels like you're gonna get like accolades and your professor's gonna be very impressed with the work that you've done. You just need to trust yourself more, stop worrying about getting it done, because you know in your heart that you are going to get it done and it's going to blow your professor's mind. Alright, Jada J, is there anyone at my old job that's interested in me? I hope that helped, Shannon. Six of Swords. The Fool. You're welcome. The Hanged Man. The Queen of Pentacles. I'm glad I could help you, Shannon. I'm glad you appreciate it. That makes me happy. So I see maybe an earth sign. It feels like you left your old job pretty unexpectedly. Not that you got fired, that you possibly had a better offer with a different company so unexpectedly that you didn't quite have time to say goodbye. Not really goodbye, goodbye, but like it was unexpected for the other person. This, what I'm feeling is an earth sign. They weren't expecting you to just be gone one day. They didn't have enough chance to express their feelings towards you. So it does look like there was somebody at your old job who either was an earth sign or has the qualities of an earth sign that had feelings for you. If that resonates, it seems like you should reach out to them and see how they're doing, and that's going to spark something with them. All right, Jiren would like to know how they can become a professional tarot reader and when. All right, you agree, Jada. That's awesome. Okay. All right. So, will you become a professional tarot reader, and if so, when? We have the King of Diamonds, which is an odd card, which would be a yes. It looks like maybe next year sometime. Put some studies in. The King is the 13th card, so it would be 13 months, 13 weeks. It really feels like it's next week sometime. Not next week, I apologize, next year sometime. Butterfly, does Jack think I'm attractive? Alright, we have the Skull card in the deck, which is sort of like a wild card when I read actual cartomancy readings. So let's see if I can get another card and maybe some impressions off of both of them. I do think he thinks you are attractive. This would be the Seven of Cups, the Seven of Hearts. So the Seven of Cups is all about choice and indecision, maybe a little bit of daydreaming. So I think maybe with the daydreaming aspect of the Seven of Hearts, he spends a lot of time thinking about you. So I think that's a yes. He thinks you're attractive and he thinks about you a lot. How? Well, you're in anything. Practice makes perfect. The only way you can become a tarot reader is to go ahead and learn the tarot. Learn it as if it is a second language. Yes, you can, kitty cat. Did you remember to floss your teeth? So I think you just need to put in the time to study and work at it, and then you will go ahead and be able to do that. If you mean professional as in working for a psychic hotline, there are many to choose from. Purple Ocean, Keen, all kinds of ones that, yeah. We're still getting a yes for you. And a 7, 7 of Swords, which means there's going to be a lot of competition if you try to go the online route. Alright, so Mr. Maurice Evans Jones. Hello, may I get a free reading? Is my current job secure? Yes, you can get a free reading. Is your current job secure? Okay, Jada J, should you go back to your old job? Let me get Mr. Maurice Evans, his reading first, and then we'll go ahead and look at you as to whether you should go back to your old job. And then Kitty Cat, sorry, I skipped you the general love reading. So we'll get you as well. Alright, Mr. Maurice Evans Jones. We have the Nine of Pentacles, the King of Wands, and the Nine of Wands. I see a lot of worry about your job. I see you being able to release that worry. I see you very passionate about your job, and with the Nine of Pentacles here, it looks like you don't have much to worry about. You have security at that job. There's not much to worry about. The Nine of Pentacles is a good money card as far as work goes. And the Queen of Pentacles is very business minded. I don't see you having to worry about your job. I see you being able to stop the stress and let go of it because your job is secure. Hello, Georgia Peach. No, the list is not closed. You can go ahead and ask a question. Alright, J to J, should you go back to your old job? Good night, Night Reader. Everybody go over to Night Reader's channel. He does readings every day at 6 o'clock, even on Easter, apparently. And you can go ahead and get your cards read by the amazing Night Reader as well. Alright, J to J, I see the King of Cups here as a love offering. Whether or not that's because you contact this old person or if it's because you go back, let's see. We have the Four of Cups, indecision, and boredom. It feels like you're probably bored in your current position, the one that you left this job for, and the Hierophant. I think it would benefit you to definitely weigh your options. The Hierophant is structure and business and class, like, I'm really seeing structure and business with this. You seem very bored where you're at now. You thought it would be better, but it looks like you may have made the wrong decision with the boredom that you're feeling. The Six of Cups, yeah, you're definitely thinking about the past. And the Two of Pentacles, I see that you should definitely weigh the pros and cons of either job and then make the decision. Your gut knows already what the decision is, where you need to be. And I see whichever decision you make, it's going to be a successful one. All right. So, Kitty Cat needs a general love reading. We get the Seven of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, and the Strength card. It looks like you will have to wait a while for some love to come into your life. You are making progress in that situation, but it looks like you are holding on to your perfect idea a little too closely. You are the Four of Pentacles in the Rider-Waite shows somebody stepping on two coins and they're holding the other ones securely to their chest. You're holding this idea so securely that you can't let it go. You need to have the strength to let it go. You need to understand that by holding everything so tightly to your chest, you're not allowing anything to come in for you. I believe once you let go and just understand that it is a process that you can't force, then this King of Wands will come into your life. It's a fire sign, or somebody very passionate about you and their love. And when they come in, they're going to help you release that anxiety that you're feeling about love so that you can move on from those feelings. All right. Lexi Ray. Alright, so did you want me to compare the two, or were you just curious because one was your ex and one is the person in your life now? What do I think about Scorpio moons? I have that and I feel very emotional and like obsessive with people I like. It sucks. I really think obsession over people you like is not just a Scorpio trait. I don't know much about the moons in astrology. I know I'm a Virgo moon. Um, I'm a double Earth with a little water mixed in, but I'm definitely an Earth baby, very down to earth. So I'm not sure what to think about a Scorpio moon, but I do think that there's a little bit of emotion and obsession in everybody when it comes to people or things that they like. All right, so Darian, Udemy courses, are they beneficial for me? I personally, when people ask me about Udemy, I don't get a good feeling about them. We have the Eight of Cups. I don't think it would be beneficial. It feels like you're moving away from that aspect of learning. The Eight of Wands, yeah, there's definitely movement in these cards. I don't think Udemy is a good choice for you. You're going to move on to something else, something better, and it's going to be something that you love with the Two of Cups here. So however it is that you learn things, I think you're going to find a better way to do it. Udemy tarot courses, I've heard, are not great at all. And at the beginning of the show, we were just talking about how I'm starting a tarot class. So if that's of interest to you, definitely subscribe to the channel and we will be discussing it more once I have more of the details ironed out. And maybe it would be of interest to you. All right. You're welcome, Vicky. Good night. You're welcome, kitty cat. You're a Virgo moon. All right. Always planning for work. All right. Are there any other questions? It looks like we've gotten to the end of the list here. Will you get a job at Best Buy? All right, Jada J, will you get a job at Best Buy? I feel like you will, if that's the job that you want. The Five of Spades would be a yes card because it's odd. Five of Spades would be the Five of Swords. So it looks like there may be some competition in this job, or there may be some people at work that bring you a little bit of strife if you work there. But we also have the Two of Hearts, which is the Two of Cups. So it could be that if you work there, it is beneficial in the fact that you may meet somebody. And the Ten of Hearts just fell out, which is the Ten of Cups. So I think this is definitely a beneficial job for you if you decide to take the Best Buy job. I think you're going to meet somebody there that brings you a whole lot of happiness in your love life. All right. All right, Christy Chandler. What is your question? Would you just like a general reading or do you have a question? You're welcome, Jada. All right. Hello, Tawny Roxanne. All right, so Chrissy Chandler, you know what person coming towards me in my love life? I can't tell you the exact person. I think you've asked me this question before. Annette, of course you can get a reading. Um, Darian, just go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Like I said, I'll be talking more about it um, as the time gets closer. All right, Chrissy Chandler, you don't need to give up on finding love because of the way you look. There's somebody out there for everybody. If somebody can't love you for what's on the inside, then they're not worth loving anyways. For sure, you do not give up. I don't. All right, so just watch the shows, and like I said, we'll be talking about it. I haven't really released anything about it yet. I'm also on Instagram. You might hear more information about that on a daily basis. If you want to find me on there, it's Mystic Cats. All right, Chrissy Chandler, at the beginning of the show tonight, we were working on a self-love ritual, and I really think you need to go ahead and work through something like that. If you feel like there's no love out there for you, then there probably isn't, if you're not gonna do the work to let it in. I get the Two of Swords for you, so there's a lot of indecision on your part as to whether or not you feel like you deserve love, and everybody deserves love, everybody deserves happiness. There is a new beginning for you here with the Ace. You just have to let it in. You have to believe that you deserve it. Because if you don't let it in and you don't believe and you don't love yourself, then you're gonna miss the opportunity. Right, kitty cat, self-love comes first. I hope that helps you, Chrissy. Tony Roxanne, will me and Bryson make up? Alright, so it seems like you had a falling out. Will you make up? Three of Spades, which is a yes card. The Three of Spades is the Three of Swords, which is also the Heartbreak card. So local, let me go ahead and see if I can get you another card here. So it does look like with double threes here and the Three of Hearts covering the Three of Spades, you will in fact make up. Whatever it was that made you decide to part ways was definitely very hurtful, painful, but there is a lot of celebration coming your way. So either you're going to celebrate because you've moved on and you realized the heartbreak was too much to handle and you didn't deserve that, or the two of you will make up. And then the Six of Wands. So there's definitely victory here for you in some aspect. So it looks like you will in fact make up. Annette, yes, you can get a reading. Just a general reading. Alright, so you just came out of a 3-year-long relationship. We were in love for 5 years. Should I move on or will we find back to each other? Thank you. Alright, Annette, let's see what the cards have to say for you. We have the Hermit, so the cards are definitely starting out by telling you you need to take some time for yourself to go deep inside and have some introspection, work on you before you even think about trying to work on things together. Then we get the Devil card. So it looks like things were not so great at the end. There were quite a few differences. And the Six of Swords. So there is a sense of victory at the end of the road here. It doesn't feel like you're going to make up with the Devil card here. It looks like you're going to decide when you work on yourself that you are better than that and you are just going to move forward towards this victory. All right. Alright, so back to Lexi Ray. You were wondering about the two of them separate, but I mean if you feel drawn to compare. I didn't mean compare as in compare the men. I mean compare as in compare how they would benefit you in your life. So we're gonna do one pile for Cameron and one pile. Oh, I forget the other name. Trying to scroll up. Andrew. Cam and Andrew. So we'll do one pile for Cam, one pile for Andrew, and we'll see how they fit into your life. That's Cam's pile. And that's Andrew's pile. Well, we have the Page of Swords and the Three of Swords for Cam. And the Moon card and the King of Pentacles for Andrew. So it looks like there's a negative aspect in both cards. The Three of Swords being the heartbreak card really stands out to me in Cam's side of how he will benefit you in your life. It looks like there may be some heartbreak there for you if you continue on the road with the relationship with him, unless Andrew is the one that you're with. I'm so confused between that, but it looks like there's a lot of indecision where it comes to Andrew as well, but we have him here as the King of Pentacles. So if you're looking for support in your life and being able to have somebody support you, the King of Pentacles is going to support you better than the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is a very young energy, not really established in life. The King of Pentacles is very established in life, and they're going to take care of you better. So I see that there's a lot of fear with Andrew, but it looks like Andrew's the better choice for you. All right. Just reading through the comments. So, DI, hi, I wanted to know if Tim will reach out to me or if we will ever connect. So, will Tim reach out to you? I have an 8. An 8 is an even card, which is a no. The 8 of Spades is the 8 of Swords. So it looks like you feel trapped by this situation. Somebody feels trapped by the situation. It doesn't look good for you, DI. So I don't think Tim will reach out to you. Okay, Jada J, should you move forward with the Best Buy job or go back to BJ's? Your Best Buy job looked pretty spectacular with the love cards. So let's do Best Buy here. And BJ's there. So Best Buy is an 8 of diamonds and BJ's is a Jack of hearts. So the cards are saying not to go to Best Buy, that you are going to be better off at BJ's. We also have the Jack of Hearts over there, which the Jack of Hearts is your knight in shining armor. So it seems like your spirit guides are very confused about what it is that you need to do. Either that or you're very confused and unsure of yourself. We get the Ace of Cups with the Jack. So Best Buy is going to be more money for you, for sure. So if that's a deciding factor, then you go with the Best Buy job. All right, Christina, you would like to know if you will get pregnant with twin boys this year. Um, Feels like if you want twin boys, I just have IVF coming through my head. Um, so you may need to do in vitro in order to get the twins. But you do have a new beginning coming into your life, and that is a yes card. So a new beginning coming into your life. Let's see if we can get a time frame. Within the next 8 months, it looks like you will have this new beginning in your life. I do keep getting IVF in my head if you need to go that route. It feels like that's the only way you're going to have twins. All right. Alright, can you get on the list? Bakwana, I don't have a list. Just go ahead and ask your question. Ma'am, do you do past life readings? I have a deck that I use for readings, spirit readings. I can do past life readings. I can't always connect to a past life or spirit, but I can try. Alright, Jada J, is Kali interested in you? I'd say no. Sarah L, are my self-love spells working? If so, what are they doing for me? I feel really self-conscious about myself. It doesn't make sense. I've never felt like this before, only once when I was younger. In my experience, when you do self-love spells, if you haven't actually let go of what you need to let go of before you do the spell, there could be some backfire. At the beginning of the show, I showed you a great way on how to release everything you need to release in order to do your self-love ritual. I feel like you need to release some energy from your life before you can go ahead and do your self-love spells. That's probably why you're feeling very self-conscious. It's either that or magic is funny, like manifestation. You can manifest a cheeseburger, but if you don't specify that you want pickles on it as well, you're just gonna get a cheeseburger. So it feels like the way that the spells are working for you may be bringing up things that you're not willing to face, and that's why you're feeling self-conscious. But let's go ahead and get you a yes/no card as to whether or not they're working. We get an 8. That's the 8 of Wands, which is 8s are no, because they're an even card. It looks like they're not working properly. Like I said, to begin with, if you're not releasing what you need to release, then your spells are not going to work properly. Go ahead and watch the beginning of this video once we're through here, and then you can go try the releasing aspect of the spell and then work on the self-love. All right, Christina, I already answered your question. All right, so Laquana, I hope I'm saying your name correctly. See if we can connect to your past. We had the World card and the Justice card come flying out of the deck. And the Two of Wands. Okay, so it feels like in some carnation of your past, you had a lot of responsibility with the Justice card. It feels like you may have not quite been a king. Sort of feels like you made rules. You were a judge. You traveled a lot. Sort of feels like with the travel and laying down the law that you the words aren't coming to me. It feels like you watch the old Western movies. Not so much a lawyer, like in the old Western movies where they're chasing after the bad guy, the bounty hunter sort of person. That's what it feels like. Like chasing after the bad guys on horses and riding trains, and that's just the feeling I get. Alright, Jada, let's see if we have any spirit messages for you. Hello, Selena. Spirit messages for Jada. Your spirit's trying to tell you that love is coming. You have the Ten of Cups, which is the Ten of Dragonflies, the Magician, and the Empress. They are trying to tell you that you have all the tools you need in order to make the right decision. The Empress has you living sort of like the Nine of Pentacles in luxury. And there's the Two of Cups. So there's love coming towards you. It's going to make you feel like the Empress, and you have all the tools you need in order to find that and have the happiness that you seek come into your life. I keep hearing the word relax. Hello, Ravender Deep. I'm good, thank you. How are you? I want to... I always want this deck after I'm live, and I never have it out. But, Jada, I want to pull you a card. These are the Angel Answer cards. And they have a lot of answers here. And I think there's a message here for you. The situation will improve. Which is, of course, still confusing. Success. And abundance. So there's no timeline cards. That's why I wanted this deck, because there's timeline cards in here. But I think they're trying to tell you just to relax. You know which decision you need to make. You have success and abundance coming to you. You just need to relax. Hello, Spiritual Warrior. Thank you for the subscription. I appreciate that very much. I will go ahead and get you some messages. There's a few people in front of you. Selena would like to know if her boyfriend and she and her boyfriend will start a family this year. Alright, so you see me shuffling these cards, and I know we had the Eight of Cups followed by the Eight of Wands earlier. And transformation. I see 13 transformation is the death card, so that's death and rebirth. The Eight of Wands and the Eight of Cups looks like there is a lot of movement in your life, movement and transformation. I think that it's a good possibility that you will go ahead and start a family this year. You may not find out that you're pregnant until August with the two eights here. It feels like you may have a hard time conceiving, or you have already had a hard time conceiving. There's a feeling of loss here. I'm not sure if that's by miscarriage or simply because you feel at loss with not being able to have children just yet, and you are really wanting it, but the death card shows that there is a rebirth in there for you. Just hold on, have the strength. All right, so Ravender Deep is the husband, the one for you. You're in separation. All right. Hanged Man. The Ace of Swords. And the Nine of Cups. I think with the Nine of Cups here, even though you guys are separated, it shows that you have what it takes to work things out. The Hanged Man shows that separation. It shows the two of you sort of taking a step back and looking at things from a different perspective. The Ace of Swords shows that there's going to be a new, something renewed in your life. It's going to bring you a lot of happiness, so it does look like you will reconcile with your husband. It looks like he's the one for you. The two of you are at this point. You're both looking at things from a different perspective. You're trying to figure out if the separation is what you really want, or if it is truly the love and the family and the hope and everything else that the Nine of Cups shows that you want. There's going to be like an aha moment here with the Ace of Swords, and I see a reconciliation. Is Gemini or Aquarius from the past interested in you? Be you. All right. You're welcome, Selena. You didn't want children until you found your boyfriend. Okay. All right. So be you, Gemini or Aquarius. so we'll do some cards for Gemini. You're welcome. And some cards for the Aquarius. And we'll see if either of them are interested in you. Alright, so Gemini, Aquarius. It for sure looks like the Aquarius is interested in you. We have, for the Gemini, the High Priestess and the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is very slow moving, and the High Priestess is all about intuition. It doesn't look like the Gemini has very many feelings for you or had any feelings for you. The Aquarius for sure has feelings for you. There's the Nine of Cups with the Fool card. That's a wonderful, happy, beautiful new beginning. It's a dream come true. So I feel like the Aquarius for sure has feelings for you, not the Gemini. All right. Well, that's good, Sarah. I'm glad you can feel that you released everything that you shouldn't have been holding on to. You're welcome, be you. Alright, so Araceli, why did you have a gut feeling that my supervisor and the QC girl were using me, triangulating me? Alright, so why did you have a gut feeling? Probably because they are. Always trust your gut. I tell my kids that all the time. I tell my viewers that all the time. I tell my clients that all the time. Always, always, always trust your gut. Foot pain, Captain Skulls, is overuse. Your body's not used to it. It could also be a stress fracture. I don't suggest going to the doctor at this point in time. If it's been 4 weeks and it's pain and it was a stress fracture, it's almost healed. That's just experience because I've broken like a bazillion bones. Alright, so were the supervisor and the QC girl using you? We have the Seven of Swords, which is treachery. I think they for sure were using you, but it looks like you came out better for it. You understand that not everybody has your best interest in heart. The experience has made you grow as a person. You see how you can be better. But with the Seven of Swords, the treachery card, the deceit card, they for sure were using you. You're welcome, Sarah. I'm glad the reading really helped you. Alright. Alright, Ohio, you would like a general reading? You're 150% Leo. Alright. So a general reading for Ohio. Alright, so Jada, here's T. Here's K. So it feels like T is somebody from your past. You see here in this card how this boy is offering this girl a lovely bouquet of flowers. And here she is with a bunch of choice and indecision behind her. She's leaving all that choice and indecision behind. These cards seem a whole lot more loving than these cards. These cards here, although there's an offering of love, feels like there's more than one. There's a lot of juggling going on with the combination of the Two of Pentacles and the Devil card. So I think they both have feelings, but the one better for you is up here. This feels like somebody offering you love, but not for the right reasons. Either they already have somebody in their life, or it's because they want to use you. Alright, BU, can you trust Sarah? We have a 5. And 5 is an odd number. An odd number means yes. Yes, you can trust Sarah. You're welcome, Jada. Alright, Captain Skulls. Will this foot issue set you back with your potential with the MBA? No. I mean, yes. It really feels like a no, but it seems like you may have to get your foot fixed. We have the 5 of Wands and the 6 of Cups. So it looks like it could set you back, but not in the way you're feeling. I think you need to get your foot fixed. If it was broken, it's too late for them to do anything for you other than re-break your foot. And you don't want that to happen. I had that happen to my ankle and it's horrible. So I think you need to see a surgeon if it was broken, a sports medicine surgeon, and have them fix it for you. You're welcome, Ohio. I'm glad that the reading was spot on for you. Alright, so Gigi Cohen. Hi, Mr. Katz. May I get a reading about my LT true love relationship coming in, please? Yes, you can. Gigi true love relationship. The Hanged Man. Hanged Man is... Or what can I tell you about true love coming in for you? Okay. We'll tell you all about your love life in a minute here. You're welcome, BU. It feels like you need to take a step back. You're holding on to your vision of Prince Charming far too closely. You need to let go. You need to stop trying to force love in your life. Once you do that, you gain a new perspective and you move away from the need for love in your life, then I see with the 8 of Pentacles and the 8 of Cups, something coming into your life. It feels like somebody at work, maybe. It feels like maybe you find a new job and meet somebody new there. This new job is very much it asks you to use your intellect. It's a new job, or it's a new position in the same job, but that is what is going to bring you love into your life. But it's something you need to use your brains for. Something that a skill that you learned from your past that you didn't expect to use. Once you find that job, or you get that upgrade in your current job, that's when the love will come into your life. I'm feeling more like by the time this happens, though, you're going to be more focused on that job, and you may not see your person coming into your life. So keep your eyes open, keep your heart open. Could it be a client you own your own biz? Yeah, it could be. It felt like to me you can always get to a higher level even when you own your own business. There's something new in that business that you didn't expect. That's probably what it was. You didn't expect you were going to go that way with the business. But it's definitely somebody you meet there. Is there an Aquarius interested in you? Alright, Jada. Last question, okay. Well, it does look like it is the Aquarius. I know that the 10 would be a no, but the 10 of hearts is also the 10 of cups. So I believe this Aquarius is the person that you are supposed to be with. Yeah, that's usually what happens when you own your own business. You sort of give up on everything else, Gigi, because the business is your baby, the business is your love, and you don't have time for anything else. But it looks like you have love coming into your life. Just don't focus on work so much. You're welcome, Jada. I am always happy to answer everybody's questions. All right. Are there any other questions? I did have some things I wanted to show today. Today is April 11th, which is 411, so that's an angel number. It's a message, it's a happy message, so I wanted to share it with everybody. Alright, Captain Skulls, I'll go ahead and see if there are any other prospects for you in the job situation if you don't make it in the MBA. But the angel number 411 is a message to engage in creative projects and pursuits and concentrate and focus upon your spirituality and serving your divine life purpose. Stay away from negative situations and keep a positive attitude and outlook regarding your life and destiny. Angel number 411 is a message to keep the thoughts positive and optimistic as you undertake an important new role or venture. Your positive energies, intentions, and actions will manifest your expected results. Trust your angels to deliver all that you need. Angel number 411 encourages positive change, renewal, and growth. Tells you to share your knowledge and wisdom with others. So I hope that makes some sense to some of you. It was a really powerful day today. I also wanted everybody to go ahead and pay attention to that. Tonight's show was about love and self-love and being able to bring that into your life, attracting it into your life. We started the show with a love ritual and a release ritual and an attraction spell. So I wanted everybody to read this. Become your own best friend. Over the years, I have learned become my own best friend. There were many nights I spent crying myself to sleep, sad and lonely, with almost every given heartache. Over time, I realized that I had learned to comfort myself to overcome the pain. It's a process. and I'm still learning how to do it, but I've gotten so much better. I can honestly say that I am my own best friend. Love yourself and treat yourself as you would treat your best friend. You deserve the same love you give others. And those were just two little bits of happiness, joy, whatever that I wanted to share tonight. Let's go ahead and get your question answered, Captain Skulls. And then for any of you that are still here watching, if you would like to give your input on next week's Share a Spell Saturday or Wisdom Wednesday, what you'd like to learn, that'd be great. If you want to give your input on the class that I am putting together as to what your price range would be, or if you're interested in joining, or what you'd like to learn about, that would be great as well. I'm always open for input, and I really enjoy what I do, and I really enjoy being able to teach. Alright, so Captain Skulls, we have the Wheel of Fortune for you, the High Priestess, and the Three of Cups. So I see you in a position of great importance. The High Priestess, as far as work would go, would be something that would have you using your intellect. It wouldn't be something that you could just slack off at. The Three of Cups does show a great deal of celebration, so it's something that you want to do. It's your ace in your back pocket. It's what you already have planned if the NBA doesn't work out for you. The Wheel of Fortune shows that the wheel will turn in your favor, regardless of what happens for you in the future. I see you planting the seeds, so it's a good idea to go to college. Don't slack on college. It will help you. Take courses you never thought were important. Take courses you never thought you would like, because those are the courses that are going to surprise you. Those are the courses that are going to open your eyes and be like, oh, well, if this MBA stuff doesn't work, then I have this. And I think that's going to help you a whole lot. It's going to be something that you didn't expect, but it's going to be something that makes you happy. You're already planting the seeds for it now, so it might even just be a little itch in the back of your brain saying, hey, you could do this, or something somebody's telling you you're really good at. It's probably one of those situations. Alright, so Ohio, you are interested in my class, which is awesome. Gigi would like to know how your finances are looking for you coming up, so let's see how we can... Yeah, I think that last reading was a lot about finances for you with the Ten of Pentacles. You're welcome, Captain. So we have the Three of Wands, which is all these ships are in the harbor. They have already come in and given you your shipments. The Ten of Wands is putting down your burdens. And the Knight of Pentacles. So I do see money coming in, but the Knight of Pentacles is a slow-moving knight. He crosses all the T's and dots all the I's before he makes any sort of... He won't jump ahead at anything. He makes sure of everything before he just jumps in. So I see you being able to put your burdens down. I see you no longer waiting for all of your ships to come in. I know things are very hard right now with the coronavirus, and small businesses are pretty much getting screwed, but there is relief on the way. We have the Chariot, which says there is relief on the way. There is success in your future. You just have to hold out a little bit longer, be patient a little bit longer, adapt the energy of the night, and know that help is coming for you. All right. Hello, Balance. How does RH currently feel towards you? All right, Balance, your question will be the last one tonight. I've been on for just over 2 hours and I want to go ahead and get some rest. So, how does RH currently feel towards you? We have the Fool, the Three of Cups, and the Five of Swords. So, the Five of Swords is sort of a negative card in this situation. But it feels like it doesn't matter, that you're going to see that they're not worth your time. I see you coming out of this with a lot of joy. The Queen of Wands brings a lot of joy. She's very happy and joyful. I do see a new beginning for you. And I do see a lot of celebration. But as far as their feelings towards you, I think that 5 is there to let you know that they're not the one, that there is somebody else. And we have the Ace of Wands, which is a new passionate beginning. I think RH doesn't have great feelings towards you. They're maybe very unsure of the situation, but there is something new coming towards you. You have a new passionate beginning with the Ace of Wands and the Fool here. So I don't think you have a lot to worry about for very long. You're welcome, Shannon. Oh, I'm glad you learned a lot tonight. And then Captain Skulls. I think we did this question before, but just because it's a really quick question, when will you meet your girl? I feel like you'll meet her within the next 5 months. She'll be really supportive of you, really push you towards the career that you want in the NBA, and she won't let you slack at all. She's going to be there to support you, even when she thinks you're stupid, but that's what we do when we're in love. So, it's somebody you already know as well, with the Six of Cups, the Six of Hearts. Somebody you already know, somebody you're not expecting within the next 5 months. All right, beautiful people. Thank you for coming to the show tonight. I had a lot of fun. I'm really glad that we did this. I hope you all learned so much. If you have anything at all, you're welcome. Have a good night. If you have anything at all that you have want to know as far as spells go, or for any sort of learning things that we can work on for Wednesdays or Saturdays, just leave them in the comments. Go ahead and reach out to me on my website. I don't check my Facebook page very often, but you can get a hold of me there as well. But I do hope you all have a wonderful night. Thank you so much for coming.